Emergency Ward 10 was one of Britain's most popular TV series, running from 1957 to 1967. The medical soap opera reached an average audience of 24 million people at its peak. Ray Barrett picked up the role of Dr. Don Nolan soon after arriving in England. His friendship with Charles Bud Tingwell had assisted him in getting the role, and I asked him how the series had helped develop his career.
And I think I might have to thank Buddy for a big springboard for me, which was in those days Emergency Ward 10. Everybody will remember that. Yeah. And it sort of clicked, and the character became popular, and everything sort of went on from there, really.
Emergency Ward 10 was created by Tessa Diamond and set in the fictitious Oxbridge Hospital in England, and it was a catalyst for many aspiring actors who were beginning their careers, including Albert Finney, Joanna Lumley and Ian Hendry. I asked Ray Barrett how the series was filmed.
I remember when we did Emergency Ward 10, in those days it was going out live too, 2 half hours live each week, so that meant a day's blocking and rehearsal, the second day on camera, rehearsal on camera, and then shoot it live at night.
So if you made a mistake, it's
too bad.
Yeah.
The producers employed a resident medical advisor to ensure that the medical content was authentic, and patient deaths were strictly limited to 5 per year. The series was so successful that many of the characters were instantly recognisable.
Oh, you couldn't go anywhere. I mean, you were just part of the household. Oh, yeah. They'd come in and they'd sit in a bar or somewhere. The face would come right, practically nose to nose. So I remember saying, "It is you," in there. That was one of the favourite ones. "It is you."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about that. And I remember I was doing a review with Michael Benteen and Dick Emery, Clive Dunn, and we walked up to the bar, and sitting in a corner with one of those plastic hats, and a veil and whatnot. I think she was smoking too and coughing, was this little old girl. And I went to the bar, and the husband with the flat hat, the cap, came up to me and said, "Here, you're him, aren't you? You're him." So I said, "Oh, yeah. Yes, sir." Said, "Ma, you're right, it's him." So he looked at me and he says, "You know what give you away, don't you, mate?" Eh? I said, "No, what's that?" He said, "Them holes in your face." So the holes in my face, were a godsend in the end. They weren't a hindrance.
Ratings for Emergency Ward 10 started to fall in 1967, and Sir Lou Grade made the decision to end the series. He later said that this had been one of the 2 biggest mistakes of his life. Sadly, much of the series has been lost or destroyed. The earliest known surviving episodes are numbers 235 to 6 from May 1959, and they're held by the UK's National Film and Television Archives. Emergency Ward 10 remains as one of the most successful TV series of the era.